a peculiar sound emerged from a New York recording studio. The maestro behind this sonic revolution was a left-handed guitarist with wild hair and an even wilder imagination, who had spent nearly 8 months crafting what would become his magnum opus. Jimi Hendrix, the shy boy from Seattle, who had transformed into rock's most innovative wizard, was about to unleash electric Ladyland upon an unsuspecting world. The journey to this groundbreaking double album had begun in London's smoke-filled clubs, where Hendrix had first dazzled British audiences with his guitar pyrotechnics. But by 1968, he had grown restless with the simple structures of rock and roll. Like an alchemist experimenting with rare elements, Hendrix took control of every aspect of the recording process, often spending entire days perfecting a single guitar riff. His perfectionism drove his bandmates to the brink of exhaustion, and even his most patient engineers found themselves dozing off during his marathon recording sessions. The record plant studio became Hendrix's laboratory, where he mixed blues, jazz, and psychedelic rock into a potion of his own making. Musicians would drift in and out at all hours, contributing to his grand vision, though many of their contributions would end up on the cutting room floor if they didn't match the exact sound Hendrix heard in his head. The studio bills mounted as rapidly as the reels of tape, making his record label executives nervously tug at their collars. But Hendrix, like a mad scientist on the verge of a breakthrough, refused to be rushed. What emerged from those sessions was unlike anything the world had heard before. Electric Ladyland wasn't just an album. It was a complete reimagining of what electric guitars could do. Every track was layered with sounds that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Guitars that sounded like orchestras, effects that mimicked cosmic explosions, and rhythms that seemed to bend time itself. The record company executives, who had been pulling their hair out over the mounting costs, found their jaws dropping when they heard the final product. October 25th marked the moment when this sonic experiment was finally released into the wild.